Hey everyone, and welcome back, to my corner of the internet. Okay, this is Victor. You probably know me as DD, Digital Dimwit, Digital Dumbnuts, whatever name that people like to give me. I like to just go by, Digital. That's kind of a shorthand, nice way to say it. And what are we doing here today? Well, if you've been here for a while, you know that I talk about a variety of topics. Usually the ones that people care about are the drama, but let's face it here. The drama cycle gets exhausting. I could see it on the creators who live their life by this drama. I could see it by the people who watch this drama, and I could definitely see it from the people who have left this drama. So what am I doing here today? Well, before I had my YouTube channel, a lot of people might not know this. I think I've only mentioned it once or twice, but before I had my YouTube channel, I had a podcast. It was a weekly podcast where I just talked about whatever was on my mind, movies, sharing stories of my life, sharing experiences, sharing hopes, sharing dreams, talking about family, relationships, stuff like that. And I kind of want to get back into that because it was moderately successful. I'm not going to say it was the greatest thing ever. I'm not going to say it was horrible. It was fun. It was something that I did before my YouTube channel, like I said, and I was able to get it on Spotify. I did a weekly show on there. It was doing pretty decent. Like I was able to reach, pretty decent audience for me coming from nothing. And I kind of want to get back into that. I want to get back into seeing if maybe I could go back to Spotify before they dropped me because I couldn't keep up with the schedule because, life gets in the way. I wasn't fully dedicated to, the schedule of one episode a week. And I just, went away from it. So that's why I'm kind of starting this now. I enjoy the hell out of my shows. Both live streaming, both making videos, both live streaming video games, which I've been doing for a while. And I'm sure a lot of people could agree. I have more of a face for, radio, for podcasting. I don't really have the look of, a live stream or someone that you want to see. But you know what? Other people are going to say a lot of people don't either, but they continue doing it either way. But that's them. This is me here. So, I want to expand the horizons. Like I said, there's plenty of other things to talk about. I don't know why no one else has before, but in the past, I've talked about, true crime. I've talked about conspiracy theories. I've talked about the supernatural. We've talked about horror. We've talked about movies. We've talked about music. We've just talked about life. And I kind of want to get into that to where we could just have all these different topics and not blur any lines, not, start saying like, oh, well, this episode, it's going to be about relationships, and then somehow we end up in the drama. Like it's fine to do every once in a while, but not to have it consume you, because I feel like that happens a lot. And the drama, I feel like it's like alcohol. Like every once in a while, it's fun, but if you do it every day, you're an alcoholic and you seriously need help. Okay, you have problems. Because it's addicting. People have seen it. People have seen what it's done to people's lives to where it's just completely consumed them the same way drugs or alcohol would. So I kind of want to get back into, venturing into the strange, the scary, the unexplained, the supernatural, some movies, some fun. Like, it could be a different topic every episode, and that's kind of what I want to get into. Now I'm running it solo for now, but eventually I hope to add, either a regular co-host or, special guests that drop in every now and then to just kind of fill in the gaps here, because I don't know it all. Like I said, I go by the name Dimwit, and I just want to have fun. I think that's the point of this. Fun. This isn't, and I know people probably get tired of it, but I feel like it has to be said, like, great if doing something like this puts a couple of dollars in your pocket, but that shouldn't be the main reason why you're doing this. This isn't, with the amount of people that are on social media, with the amount of videos that are put up every minute of the day, with its number of channels that are put up, with the number of platforms that are put up, your goal shouldn't be, I'm doing this to get famous. Because the ones who do that are the ones who always fail. The ones who are doing it for fun are the ones who get discovered because they're just doing what they love to do. They're just doing what's natural in their element. And we could get into that. That's a whole episode right there. Okay, right now, this is just episode 0. This is just, an introduction. This is just, me kind of shaking the cobwebs off from my equipment here, from my editing, stuff like that. But, we are going to be revisiting some of these dry beggars, the pathological liars, the clout chasers, all that kind of stuff. That's still going to be, touched on every now and then. It's just not going to be in every single episode kind of thing, because it's nice to kind of take a break, to realize that there's more out there than just talking about people bashing people, making fun of people kind of thing. Of other people want to live their lives that way, they could go ahead and do it, but it shows your character. It shows your character if that's all you do, all you're known for doing. And, like always, sticking your hand out, expecting, someone to fill it with some cash. That's a big issue with me. But like I said, we're going to get into that later. This is just, a chilled, laid back introduction kind of thing. So if you want to join me on this journey of learning, talking, having fun, and all that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. If you have a topic that you'd want me to bring up, because I get that every so often people will drop like, hey, can we talk about this? I think this will make a good topic. I think it's a good video. Let's talk about this. Drop it in the comments. I don't think anything could be off limits. We could get personal. We could talk about, the dark corners of the web. We could talk about the dark corners of the dark corners of the psyche. We could talk about just all that kind of stuff. Dark corners of the drama. We could do an episode where I kind of do a dimwit origin story to where how I started on this, how I got involved in the drama, how I started with the whole Vanessa thing, how I ended up where I am now. There's a lot of things we could do to talk about. So just, subscribe to join along. Drop a comment if there's something you want to talk about, or if you want to be a guest, if you want to share your story, if you want to have something like that. I've interviewed people before, and we've always had fun with that. So, this is Untitled for now, okay? Digital Dumb Nuts was taken. So we're just going to go with Untitled Dimwit Show for now. We will still be doing lives every now and then. They won't be, as much as other people do because, I got a life, no insult there. It's the truth. But until next time, stay curious. I like that. We're going to keep that. I think that's going to be my sign off, okay? Stay curious. That's a good way to live your life, okay?